She rose from nothing to become the most sought-after makeup artist in Lagos. Her beauty was unmatched, her talent unstoppable, but it wasn't hers. And one night, the price of her fame revealed itself. Boluwatife Adeyemi, called Bolu by those close to her, had always dreamed big. From the first time she held a makeup brush, she imagined herself transforming not just faces, but lives. But reality was harsher than her dreams. Her shop, Bolu Studio, barely saw a customer. Her brushes were stained, palettes dried from neglect. Before fame touched her life, Bolu's world was full of struggle. She worked tirelessly, perfecting her craft. She stayed past midnight, blending shades, practicing new techniques, cleaning brushes until her fingers were raw. Friends and colleagues often mocked her. Some whispered, pointing at her through the shop window. She still does makeups? That little studio that would never make it in Lagos. Bolu heard the whispers sometimes, felt their sting, but kept her head down. She practiced, she improved, she hoped. Every minor victory, like a client complimenting her work, or a small smile on a bride's face, was a spark that kept her going. Though loneliness and rejection often felt like walls closing in. One evening, as Bolu slumped over a chair, her mother entered quietly. She placed a gentle hand on Bolu's shoulder. Boluwatife, my child. Greatness takes time. Fame that comes too quickly disappears as quickly as it comes. Success without prayer is fragile. Beauty without patience can destroy. Bolu shook her head. Frustration and desperation bubbling. Mommy, I'm tired. I've tried enough. I can't wait anymore. I need a breakthrough now. Her mother's eyes filled with worry. Listen to me, Bolu. Hard work, faith, and patience will carry you farther than any shortcut. Your destiny is bright. Do not stain it with strange help. Bolu's mind, however, was already made up. The longing for recognition, for clients, for respect, blinded her to the danger that waited beyond the horizon. One evening, while Bolu was on her way back home from the studio, she overheard some women speaking in hushed tones about a powerful herbalist in a remote village called Ajinoru. The whispers spoke of his ability to transform lives overnight, to turn struggling souls into stars, to make ordinary people extraordinary. Bolu's heart raced. Could this be the answer to everything? The fame, the clients, the recognition she had craved for years. Despite Mommy's warning echoing in her mind, Bolu decided to embark on the journey. Bolu packed her bag that night, determined to find the herbalist, to seize her destiny, even if it meant walking into shadows she could not see. The journey to Ajinoru was long, tiring, and filled with unease. Bolu's heart pounded with excitement and fear. Every step she took seemed heavier than the last, as though the earth itself wanted to warn her. Bolu ignored all the stress because nothing mattered more than her breakthrough. Night fell and the village lights flickered in the distance. The sacred river Osun glimmered under the moonlight. It seemed to call her, shimmering with both promise and danger. When Bolu reached the hut, she saw him immediately, Baba Olojo the herbalist. He seemed to have been expecting her. His eyes were sharp and knowing.
Come, sit with me.
They seemed to pierce straight through her soul. I know why you came, Boluwatife. You seek beauty, fame, recognition. You want to be noticed. But tell me, are you ready to pay the price? Bolu nodded, swallowing hard. Yes, I am ready. Please help me. After some consultation, the old man reached for a small black pot tied with red thread. From today, Boluwatife, every time you finish makeup on a customer, place the cotton wool or whites that you used inside this pot. The beauty you give others will become yours. Bolu hesitated. Her mind screamed warnings, memories of Mami's word flashing like lightning. But her desire was stronger. That night, beside the glimmering river, Bolu made her choice. She took the pot and carried it back to her studio, unaware of the darkness she invited into her life. Within days, Boluwatife's life transformed. Her face glowed with unnatural radiance. Her hands moved with a grace that seemed almost otherworldly. Her clients were spellbound, living with smiles as bright as the sun. Her small studio became Bolu's home of beauty, the most sought-after makeup place in Lagos. Brides booked weeks in advance. Celebrities, influencers, and socialites all wanted her touch. Money flowed easily. Fame came swiftly, and everyone admired her, except she could not see herself. Bolu avoided mirrors. Every time she tried, her reflection blurred or vanished. But deep inside, she feared the warning Babalojo gave her. You must put all the whites or cotton wool that you used inside this pot, no matter who the person is. Night after night, she placed used cotton and wipes into the pot. Her hands trembling, she felt powerful, she felt unstoppable, and she felt washed. One afternoon, Bolu stepped outside the studio to get some stuff at the mall. When she returned, she met her sister, Banke, looking all glammed up. A wide smile on her face, her cheeks painted flawlessly. Sis, I did my makeover myself. Don't I look beautiful? Look how fine I look. Bolu's heart raised. Banke, did you use my makeup? Banke laughed. Obviously. Relax, sis. Everyone admired me today. People couldn't stop staring. You should have seen them. Bolu's mind screamed warnings, memories of the dark pot, and Babalojo's warning. Flashing violently, this was forbidden. This was dangerous, she thought. But she tried to remain calm. Perhaps nothing would happen. Perhaps the spirit would forgive her mistake, since she isn't the one that applied the makeup on Banke's face. That night, the pot trembled violently. Bolu's hands shook as she placed the cotton inside. The air in the studio grew cold, heavy, suffocating. A dark whispering voice seemed to circle her. The next morning, Bolu noticed subtle changes. Her beauty had slightly faded, enough for her to panic. Her skin seemed duller, her eyes less bright. She could feel a presence in her studio, watching, waiting. Banke came back home in tears. Sis, people who admired me before now looked at me with scary expression. Someone said my face is changing, growing old. Bolu's blood ran cold. Bolu's blood ran cold. That evening, when she washed off her own makeup and finally glimpsed her reflection, she screamed. Her reflection was not hers. It was a face of ancient evil, a mockery of her former beauty. The reflection whispered, "Beauty borrowed must be returned. You shared what was never yours. Now the cause belongs to two." Bolu clutched her chest, trembling. The room felt alive with anger, darkness swirling around her. The pot shaking violently on the table. Shaking, terrified, scared, Bolu ran to Mami and confessed everything. The herbalist, the deal, the pot, the curse, the danger Banker faced. Mami held her tightly, tears streaming down her face. Crying, wailing, "Did I not warn you, Boluwatife? Success without patience is poison, deadly poison. Blessing without God is a cage. Any shortcut will always demand its death." In the past few weeks, they prayed harder than ever. They cried for mercy. Few weeks later, the pot shattered, Banker's face cleared. The demonic reflection vanished from the mirror. Boluwatife's supernatural beauty faded. Her fame diminished. But now, they are free. Bolu learned the hard way. True beauty is earned. Patience and prayer are priceless. And shortcuts from darkness always demand a price. Every morning she stands before her mirror, not to admire herself, but to remember that destiny cannot be borrowed. And so, Boluwatife Adeyemi continues her work with humility, care, and respect for life's natural pace. Her story became a lesson whispered to young makeup artists. Patience, prayer, and hard work are the only true paths to lasting beauty and success. Boluwatife's journey teaches us many lessons. First, patience always pays off. True success cannot be rushed. Hard work beats shortcuts because efforts bring results that last. And never forget, faith protects you. Prayer and belief guide us through even the darkest paths. She learned the hard way that shortcuts from darkness always comes with a price. Every action we take has consequences shaping our destiny. But there is hope. Admitting our mistakes and taking responsibilities opens the door to redemption and peace. Bolu now knows that real success is built with patience, hard work, faith, and integrity. And every morning as she stands before her mirror, she remembers that her true beauty and her true destiny are hers alone to create. Thank you for watching. Kindly like and please subscribe.